We're live and back on Instagram. Hello, everyone.
What is that?
It's a switch.
God.
Hi. And welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindeland. Welcome back, everyone. It's our first episode for 2022. My name is Billy Milovanovic, a.k.a. Bildo.
My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindelin. Don't get confused when this one calls me Linny.
Yes.
I feel really weird. I have a hard enough time talking normally, as you guys would know, but I feel like I'm going to just stumble over my words like the whole episode. So I apologize now.
I feel that same way. I had this moment when I sat in the chair where I was like, I mean, I know what we're talking about and I know where it's heading, but I still felt really empty-headed.
Yeah.
I don't what? Oh, hi, look, there's a microphone.
Billy, what's our little podcast about?
This is our sweet little podcast, an offensively funny podcast where we drink wine and chat life. I had to remember that.
Right? Do you remember? You did good.
Thank you. I made it.
Today we are going to be talking about groping. Yeah. We both personally have had our moments with this within our marriages. So we will
moments like this morning. Are you talking about just now?
Poor Henry and Cameron. So we thought, let's do an episode about it. Because I think we're not the only ones. I think there's a lot of
groping
out there
happening in the world. Yes.
But before that, I mean, it's been forever. In all honesty, Billy and I, we have not seen each other.
No, since pretty much the last episode because we had obviously plans to catch up during the holidays. COVID, fuck that. First it was Christmas, yeah. Then I got COVID. That was really fun. I'm still my nasal passage is still, there's stuff in there.
I know, and had to confirm, I knew you were isolating.
Yes. Oh, yes, of course.
You're definitely not contagious.
Yes, definitely not contagious. We've taken the tests, we've isolated, we've done all that stuff. Now we just sound funny.
Yeah, good.
I do.
Because this is a very small room.
It is a very small room, but
social distancing.
Let's face it, I've already licked your face when I arrived, so... And also, isn't it a good thing if I give it to you? Not that I will, because I'm not contagious, people chill. But isn't it a good thing that I give it to you now so you can just get over it and be more immune to it?
Yeah. Oh, no, I was saying to my neighbors that, and I don't want to take a lot of time about talking COVID because it actually, I don't mind if I get it done and over.
That's it.
Pop my cherry. Moving on. So, we haven't seen each other
in ages,
which is so sad because, you've been isolating for ages.
Yes.
And then we were away and then here we are.
I know.
Bill, I've missed making fun of you.
I know. I've missed being made fun of.
No, you made fun of me too.
No, I didn't.
Look, I haven't really been up to much either.
Oh,
we were saying life has gone by so fast, but...
So slow at the same time.
Yeah, and I feel like I've done stuff, but
nothing has happened.
Because it's been Christmas, and then we went away, and then now here we are.
I loved it. I loved every moment. Obviously, there was that sick period where I just didn't love anything, but God, I just loved being at home.
Yeah.
And not rushing and doing, not having to do anything.
I know.
It took me probably about, I reckon, 2 or 3 days to get into the gist of hang on a second, I've woken up and I can just do whatever today.
Yeah.
I can do whatever. I have my coffee peacefully and then the kids play and then we go to a park or we just stay home and watch TV because I made my kids lazy. It's just been really nice to just not have to do any of it. And this morning I had to, pack a lunch because my kid went to daycare. And it was oh, God, this rushing around.
First of all, that's your first problem, going to a daycare where you have to make lunches.
Yeah, I know. But my kids are so picky. They don't even eat the food I make them.
Oh.
I know.
God.
Do we want to give a shout out to Artina?
Oh.
To Gammy.
Artina.
Linda.
Yeah, I can't, yeah. I mean, we can. I'll just start to cry. My grandma passed away a couple days ago.
Enough. Super sad.
Yeah, super sad. Let's move
she's
on.
With us. Let's move on.
Yeah, too fresh.
What else? Do you know what I do want to talk about? Something super exciting. Encanto.
Who?
Have you heard of this movie, Encanto?
Oh, the Disney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. First of all, I took just after the school holiday started, I took my kids to see it at the movies. And look, when you see a movie at the movies, fine, you like it, whatever. Yeah. But then they released it on Disney Plus straight away.
Yeah, I was going to say I keep seeing it on my TV. Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I see the ads
for
it. Yeah.
My God, we have watched that movie. There was definitely days there where we've seen the movie twice in one day.
That's it. No.
That is how obsessive we became with this movie. Yeah. We listened to the songs in the soundtrack every single day. I can sing you pretty much every song on that soundtrack.
Please don't.
Welcome to the family, please Madrigal.
No.
The people who are so obsessed with Encanto like I am will know exactly what that is.
Didn't
you know, you always encourage me to sing, but when I do, you hate it.
Yeah, I do. Didn't you see Sing 2?
No,
Oh,
I
so
did
weird.
not.
Everybody was seeing Sing 2 first.
No, then I got sick. I would have probably seen it if I had time. But anyway, Encanto, brilliant movie.
3 girls saw it too.
Oh, highly recommended. The 3 girls, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
You know where it's at.
We should say end a legend. We can't forget about the
clearly because they are legends. Hello, hi,
welcome back. Okay, so you saw a Disney movie and got COVID. I did nothing, and my grandma died. So,
oh god,
wow,
we are going off over here.
2022. Okay, let's get into it.
What should we drink? Can we at least pour a glass?
Oh, we forgot about that.
We've changed up our little what?
Yeah, no, I got sidetracked. I said to Billy, because for those that are new listening, shame on you. We record in this little room in my garage. There's always fucking daddy long legs. And yesterday I came down here and killed so many of them, got rid of all the cobwebs. But I missed one. There's one
kick him. Get him.
No, look at he.
I feel like he's a survivor though, right?
He is. He's very black. Anyways. Yeah. Don't know what that means, but
it's very black. Is there a red spot on his back?
Oh god, no. Those are redback spiders here. They're poisonous.
Poisonous, yeah.
Wine, yes, I forgot. So the new regime? I don't know what
way we do this.
Technical. We're gonna pour it, we're gonna sip it, but we're not going to give our 2 cents about it until later in the episode when we have had a proper time allowance to decide.
Totally. Yeah. Right? Because sometimes it gets better or worse during the episode. We don't know. We're going to try it. It's very exciting. I don't know what I'm allowed to say about the wine anymore, so I'm just going to stay well away from saying anything.
Yeah, you don't say anything.
That's it.
Sit there and
are drinking
try and look pretty.
A wine that appears to be white.
So today, very good. Because you're still feeling the effects and I'm obviously very sad. I picked a wine that I wanted to drink and I knew that you would enjoy as well.
Totally.
A Pinot Gris. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong, honestly.
And this is from Georgie Orbach. We have been, we're in love with all the wines that she's given us so far, except the Moscato, but that wasn't
but that's not fair. That's right. Yeah.
It's just because we're not sweet wine drinkers.
Yes.
It wasn't because it was bad wine. So look at, this has been in the fridge, obviously, and it's all the sweaty, it looks so refreshing. Oh my God.
That looks so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I hate to say this because, I don't want to sound like it's any less than, but the wines are so affordable. They're so cheap. They're $10 a bottle, you guys. And it's just, and a small family winery, it's not that kind of, it's not so cheap because it's
nasty.
Seriously, check her out. Awesome wines.
I don't know why. I don't know why she's not a wine god, because seriously,
right?
I can't speak highly enough of it.
I agree. I totally agree. We are seeing comments come up. Hello, everyone. Hi, Sarah. I actually can't read them because it's so bright behind us that I literally can't. I see people popping up, but
there's a window.
There's a window, and it's just bright in here. That's it. Okay, cheers.
Cheers. I'm so excited for this.
God, let's do it. I will not tell you anything.
Oh, we'll keep it in suspense
until the end.
So good. Okay. I don't even need time. But we will. We'll let it, we'll soak it in, blah, blah, blah.
Let's just, and also the COVID thing, it's true that your taste buds do get a little bit funny, but also there's stuff, there's stuff.
Can we stop saying that C word? I'm so sick of it. Not to be, I'm so glad you're fine.
She just cuts me off all the time, you guys.
Oh my God. Oh, we got to save it for another day. Oh my God, people. Let's just say, I'll bring it up next week, so stay tuned. We received this email over the holidays, basically having a go about the way I am. I have many, many issues. I always have to have the last word.
No, we have to read the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll read it. Exactly. I'm not going to give any more. We found it very entertaining.
I completely agreed, personally, with that viewpoint. But some of the stuff he said, I was like, it's hilarious to me that she got the brunt of that criticism when really
It's actually the other way around.
it's actually the other way around.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that
Anyways.
he was saying was all stuff that I did.
Let's leave it for next week.
Yes.
Next week. So stay tuned. That will be
Yes.
in our catch-up
Oh, I
moment.
love that. That's a great idea. Okay,
It's so fucking funny.
let's grope.
Let's grope. So I thought I would start out with the actual meaning of groping. Like if
Yes.
you look it up, this is what it actually says.
Plus, I wonder if, I guess in Canada, groping is still a thing, right? Like it's not like a word that's like specific to, I don't know, like maybe some people don't know what groping is.
No.
Maybe in like England, it's like, I can't.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't even.
Why would you pick England? Why wouldn't you pick like Nigeria or something, like a place that...
Because I was looking for English-speaking countries.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like maybe it's like a
Wouldn't you
different
think
reference.
of a non-English speaking country?
No, okay. You know what? You've
move
missed my
on.
point. This is Linny. Okay, go.
Groping. Fondle someone for sexual pleasure, roughly or clumsily, without the person's consent.
Right.
Groping.
Groping.
Okay. Now, we thought we would talk about this topic because we, throughout our friendship, since we've been married, it's an ongoing, bitch session of ours
Yes.
about our husbands. Disclaimer, we love our husbands. We love them touching us. We're not grossed out by them. Keep that in mind. We're happy amongst ourselves. We don't need
Yes.
comments about
Yes.
like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, don't give us that shit where it's like,
Yeah.
that's their way of showing love. Yeah.
So I want you to start, Billy, because you're not to throw you under the bus, but you recently-ish, like late last year, you were kind of going through a grope session. Do you want to talk about that or no? Did I just
Actually, I was like, I do not remember that at all. But I
What?
will. What do you mean I was going through a grope? In fact, at the end of last year, when we were preparing for this topic, because we knew we would do it eventually,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to be on the devil's advocate side of this to say that I feel like sometimes, like that's a way, for men to show their love. Sometimes they want to touch their wives and they want to be close to them. And it's, for us, like I kind of feel like when I get groped, it's like compounded somehow. Like it's like, just stop touching me all the time. Whereas to him, it's like, man, I haven't touched her in like 2 hours and I'm going to, like I've held off and now I'm ready to try again,
Yeah.
So really, I was going to stand up for them a little bit, but then I don't know, like I don't remember being that. Are we talking about my holiday away when?
No.
What are we talking about? I literally do not remember.
Awkward.
Lenny, do you want to tell me how I felt last year?
Well, I don't know if you want me to now.
No, go for it.
People,
It's fine.
please disconnect for a moment.
Yeah. Guys, take 5.
Remember when you and Henry, you had your mini issue?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't want to talk about that?
groping per se. I will talk about that.
He was touching you all the time and you were
Yes.
getting, and you said...
Okay, I'm here. I'm with you guys. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Listen,
I'm
it's
just
been a
gonna
long time
drink.
since we've podcasted. Okay. No, look, we did. We went away for a little holiday and Henry and I were totally on 2 different pages. I feel like he was ready to have like this massive sex sesh where I was just not. Like, I mean, I was fine to like bang my husband, it's fine. But like I wasn't on the same page in terms of him having his hands all over me the entire time.
Yeah.
And man, it was a beautiful weekend, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like it was all good. But it was just afterwards that we he made this comment where it was like, I just don't feel like we've had enough sex or something. And I was like, what are you talking about? We just came back from this weekend where you literally did not stop touching me.
Yeah.
And look, we sorted it out. It was fine.
Okay.
But I hate, like, I felt like that was very much a weekend where I had to bite my tongue and not break his arm because, when you're just not on the same page and they kind of keep, like, I get it, guys, I get it. I'm so sexy. I get it. Like, I understand that it is a privilege to be, like, for him to have me as his wife and to be able to like freely touch me,
Like,
right?
look at those cha-chas. Like, why not?
Like, guys, I have a cleavage today. Can you?
Kind
Right?
of. Yeah, there you go.
But it's still my body, and I don't really want it to be. Oh, and another, like we went kayaking, like we had this lovely time kayaking. Yes, I'm remembering now. I'm like, it's coming back. Oh, you should have told me this upstairs because I just prepared me for it.
I just assumed when we decided we were talking about groping, this would be your main story.
No, we've moved on from that time, and things have been going nicely. So you had to shake me up a little bit. But there was this really intense anger I felt when we were kayaking. And this is what it was a small one-man kayak, and I was down with cuddling because it was a kid-free weekend. It was our anniversary weekend. So let's cuddle. Cool. Yeah. But then he gets on behind me in the kayak, and I'm like kayaking, and he's like taking because I had like a what's it called?
Bikini top.
Bikini top. But it was one of those,
no, a sports bra. You had your little crop top. Sports bra.
No, I had a straight cut. Swimmers. I don't know what that's called.
A boob tube.
Like a boob tube. And so he's like, pulling it down because it's nowhere. Like there's no one. So it's not like, not that he would have fucking cared if there were campers probably. Yeah. But he, and then he's like starting to fondle me and I'm like, bro, this is not like the time.
We're kayaking.
We're kayaking.
Listen to the birds.
There is fucking crickets and butterflies and shit.
Crickets don't swim.
Isn't that just a thing?
Right.
Don't they?
I don't know.
They jump though. Anyway, the point is I just felt like for women, there's like a time and place. I almost feel like I have to be mentally prepared.
Yeah.
To partake in sexual activity. Whereas he's just like constantly
handsy. Cameron goes through those.
On a kayak.
Yeah. And this is the thing because, and you touched on it, men, they touch their wives. And we're talking about husbands to wives because that's what we have experienced, right?
Yes.
So Cameron gropes me because he loves me and because he wants to show affection and he wants to feel close and it's in their mind that's all they're doing. In my mind, I'm like, give me some fucking breathing room. Like, can I not just dry the dishes? I don't dry the dishes, but like, can I just do
whatever I'm doing
task without a hand on my boob? Now speaking of a hand on the boob, I don't mind a hand on the boob between a crotch grab. I keep saying
what?
A crotch grab. Crotch.
You don't mind? No, I get that.
If I prefer, I wouldn't mind. Like if Cameron's gonna grope my boobs, I cannot stand when he grabs my crotch.
It's so true.
And I've told him this. None of this is secret to him. So hi Cameron, if you're listening.
And if it is a secret to him, Henry doesn't listen. So
right. Yeah. No, I've told Cameron this. Whenever he grabs my crotch, I'm like, I'm not like 15. A crotch grab to me does absolutely nothing. I'm like, why are you touching?
Yeah, like do you think that turns me on?
Yeah, no.
But I don't think they're thinking about us at all. I actually just think
they're thinking just about them. Not selfishly in a way, but it's just their wiring, do you think?
Yes, I don't think that they're doing it to please us.
Yeah. No. Oh, no. Because surely by our reaction, you would know by now that my panties do not get wet when you touch my crotch.
No, they get extra dry. It like sucks it up like a,
And do you know what? Okay, so for me, like I have said to Cameron, because he's not necessarily touching me to like get me into bed, right? Because like the kids are up or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm very hesitant to like grab him back in a sexual way because then I'm afraid he's going to take that like, let's go bang. Yes.
Totally.
So I'm very careful. Yeah. I mean, poor guy, like I never grab him spontaneously. He's deprived because I'm like, I don't want him to misread what I'm doing because they tend to do that, don't they?
100%. Then it's like we're in.
Yes.
It's happened. I've done it, guys.
If you were to just spontaneously go up to Henry and grab his balls, he would be like, yeah, buddy.
I've started to do that.
Oh.
And honestly, it was after we had this big talk after the big grope session that we had a really big fight. Like we didn't speak for about 3 days, and that's
now you're
huge
remembering.
For us. I know, it's all coming back to me.
I'm looking at you like, okay,
it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Celine Dion. I'm gonna put a little soundtrack. It's all coming back to me now. After that, we had this big fight where we really just didn't speak for 3 days. And to us, that's like huge. Like, you guys Lindsay and Cameron like yell at each other. We don't do that. Yeah. We go really silent and then discuss things very formally. Anyway, after we had these big discussions, I think like it came down to, because I said to him, it actually doesn't make sense that you feel that we haven't had enough sex lately because we've just had so much. Like, and I take notes. People, we know these things. Women know these things because we want to make sure that we've ticked it off our list. I'm sorry, but it's true. Okay, it's happening.
Yeah.
So
we do.
I look back at my calendar and I'm like, look. There's so many times we've had sex. So are you still feeling not like it's not enough. And he was like, it's actually not that it's not enough sex because sex happens, but he doesn't feel wanted.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't
and like the
feel
connection.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like to them, and this is why I was going to play devil's advocate because I'm so smart now because I had a fight with my husband. But like from what he was, like the way he put it to me, I'm like, okay, so for me to come up and like just give you a hug or like, you know, give you a little ball grope or, you know, something like that, like means something to him.
Yeah.
Whereas to us, it's like an annoying thing. To him, it's like, wow, my wife finds me sexy. Like my wife wants me. Because how else do we show our husbands that we find them sexy? You know?
Unless if you say, I compliment Cameron.
I'm not huge on complimenting either. So I've started to do a bit more of that. Because again, like I could see from his perspective, I don't want him groping me. I don't grope him.
Yeah.
What does he get out of this marriage? Except for,
Children.
you know, children.
Yeah. And a partner for life.
Occasional blowy, you know? Like what does he get? You know? I don't think it should be like that you feel sexy for like the 20 minutes your wife blows you. I think it needs to be more.
You blow him for 20 minutes? Oh, Jesus Lord, your mouth would get sore. Those jaw.
That's why I massaged this bit under
She was massaging her jaw upstairs. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
the 20-minute blowjobs, people.
Okay, that's a whole nother topic.
Time flies when you're having fun. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you have fun?
Yeah, I do.
Lies.
I do. I actually love giving blowjobs. I really do. I mean, we should have a whole topic on this. I would love it. But I find it very like, you know why? Because I'm not getting touched.
Then you've said this. I was just going to say you love it because you just take care of him. Done. You don't have to worry about.
What's the problem? He has a beautiful, clean penis.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He does. I'm sorry.
So, well, yeah.
But it doesn't bother me.
Beautiful.
You know, like Asians, it's not hairy. It's like this. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I love Henry, but I do not want to picture his penis. Do you want to picture Cameron's penis?
No, yuck. Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Exactly.
Anyway, back to groping.
I need to drink.
Anyway,
more.
the point
I'm
is,
not ready
I
for
tend
this.
to cup his balls every once in a while now.
Okay.
Sorry to do that to you right before you drink. Drink. That's it. Just cup him a little, girls.
Okay.
And see how you go.
Okay.
Speaking of... Should we talk about the wine, Lynn? What are you gonna?
Well, should we talk about the wine or yes? Okay.
Let's.
No. Okay. No.
We've done this before. We have, guys.
Only a few times. The reason is probably because we haven't really been. Well, you probably haven't been drinking at all.
No.
This wine's going straight to our head.
Yes.
Let's talk about the wine. Let's talk about the wine. Because I was going to get into something deep and heavier.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the wine first.
Plus, we want to say hi to Shelley Hill. Oh, hi, Shell.
Hi, Shell. Shelley's like, and I still can't call you Shelley. I don't know why. Like everybody, I'm Michelle. Like I
can't call her Michelle. That's just
I
bizarre.
know it's so weird, right? Because I don't. Does anybody ever call her Michelle? Does anybody call you Michelle except that's just
except
what
for
I know
Linda
her.
Lynn?
Well, she would never call me Linda Lynn. Anyway, Shelley Michelle is like a true wine drinker. She would put us to shame. Try it, Georgie Orbach.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't even know. Like honestly,
yeah, I love it. It's delicious. I mean, my taste buds haven't returned yet, but it tastes like a delicious white wine. That's it. It does. It really is. It's like nice and smooth and easy to drink.
It's smooth, but it's got a kick to it. Like it's got a bit of. This is gonna sound so dumb. Like you get that citrus punch of it as well, but in a nice, soft, easy drinking way. Totally refreshing. I love like just looking at it. Like it just looks like summer.
Yes,
like you just want you know what I mean? I love it.
Even though it's been really rainy in Brisbane, it hasn't really been the best summer weather.
No,
today's a pretty good summer day. Look, it's delicious. And honestly, I mean, I really have enjoyed all of what? I can't see. It's too
Shelley,
bright.
you can't read that?
No.
Since you've turned 36.
My mum.
Yeah. When I'm in trouble. Okay.
So Michelle.
Michelle, yeah.
Michelle, what's your middle name? So we can start busting that out.
Yeah. To be like, you're in trouble. I'm sorry, Shelley, but it's just so weird. Shelley. I love it. That's
delicious.
I'm not trying to pawn it off her feature, but Georgie Orbach, seriously, go buy her wine.
I agree.
Any type of wine that you like to drink, go buy it.
Yeah, even the Moscato. The Moscato, obviously, not a huge fan of it, but it had this beautiful elderflower taste, which I absolutely loved. Hang on. Layla? Lola? Llama? Letitia. Lisa! Michelle Lisa!
Letitia?
I can't read, man. It's so bright.
It is.
Michelle Letitia has a ring to it.
It doesn't.
I like
Michelle
it.
Lisa.
Michelle Lisa.
Michelle Lisa. Go clean your room. Go buy Georgie Orbach wine.
Kind of sound, yeah, go buy Georgie Orbach wine. Actually, really, they're awesome. So go check her out.
I totally forgot speaking about your birthday with me making fun of you.
Oh
my God. Okay, so this episode's all over the shop, right? It's our first one back. Give us a freebie.
Give us a break.
I have a present for you.
What? Oh yes, we did forget to say. My birthday was a couple of days ago.
Did we not say that?
No, we did not mention
in my
that
head,
at all.
I totally did.
No, I turned 36.
Six.
I like it. I'm happy.
You should be happy. 36. That's
36.
You were in your prime.
Peaking.
I like it because it means we're only 6 years apart.
Yes, for about a month.
For literally a month. So I ride this wave as long as I can because I think it's fantastic. And I was even saying, oh, you got more wrinkles. She doesn't, but I was just saying
It's true. It's the one.
So
here we go.
I have a present. Now, I shopped high and low for this present. It's a very meaningful present.
It's going to be like a fart cushion or something. What is
it's called a whoopee cushion. Jesus.
Whatever.
This is going to make your world so much better, Billy.
Is this like a fucking table runner or something? What is this?
No, it's wrapped. I'm trying to be green.
Oh, right. I'm like, what is this?
I'm using a tea towel to wrap it.
To say, though, back in the day when we was younger and didn't have kids, we used to gift each other stuff all the time.
Oh, totally.
So first of all, the fact that she got me a gift when we're clearly not gifting each other stuff is like...
Yeah, weird.
Like, why? But also, I'm hoping it's not like a house thing because once she gave me this vase thing... No, it wasn't even a vase. It was like a...
It was a decorative piece.
A decorative piece.
It's just a decor item.
I'm hoping that she knows better this time around.
I would never waste my money on that.
This is not a decor item.
Give me your wine glass. Now, I expect tears because this was such a thoughtful gift, okay?
I already feel like I'm tearing up.
So much time and effort into this. Your world is going to be so much better with this in it. Bring on 2022.
I mean, it feels like a book.
This is so fucking funny.
What is happening? Oh, fuck off. Mum's busy day calendar. Bitch,
now,
you know I'm not like...
I know. Do you know what's funny about it? That's a re-gifted gift.
Thank you. Because honestly, I actually love it. And do you know what?
You
I
probably will
extra
use it.
love that I literally for my birthday, I don't know if people can see it, but literally for my birthday, what I bought myself was a doodle book. I actually sent you a photo of it. Look.
Yeah, I saw.
So and this calendar looks like it's doodled all over the place. So I actually think there's going to be some cute little fun things for me to practice doodling on. But we both know I'm not going to use that.
No, I know.
So do you know what gifted you? It's hilarious that somebody gifted you this because it's like you're the most organized person I know.
And do you know, before I say this, it was my mother-in-law.
Oh,
and
I was going to say, we shouldn't like out these people.
No, look, and if Anne is watching this, I do apologize. Well, she's not watching, but if she listens to this, I apologize that I'm re-gifting this because I actually quite like it. And she knows me very well because I always have one of these types of calendars hanging on my wall. But because I'm so ridiculously organized, I bought my 2022 one.
In November last year?
100%. It may have even been October.
Yep, not surprised.
So I already have mine and I've already started to write in it. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do with this? I didn't want to just throw it out.
I love it. And I actually think the kids will love it.
Yeah.
And Eve is at such an age where she's following days and things.
Yes, and it's cute.
It's
it's totally not my style, but it's cute. And do you know what? Now that Eve is in school, it's her second year in school, so your lives are getting busier and busier.
Yes.
You can write on here who's doing what, when.
All good intentions, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm apologizing, but it's sent to a good home. Anne loves you, so I'm sure she would be happy with me giving it to you. Instead of just putting it in the recycling bin or leaving it on my desk and.
And I love it. Thank you. You are so thoughtful. I just love that you thought of me like this. No, I actually really think this is cute. Do you know what's funny? Because obviously it's not Lenny's style. Lenny's so sophisticated.
I'm not.
I'm really cute. Like I'm adorable. Yeah. So I love this. This is really cute for me.
It is kind of your style.
I don't know if because we're also live on Instagram on Thursdays, people. You should join us. Did we say this was a Mum's busy calendar, like a daily calendar? I don't know if we actually said it or just showed it to the people. But anyway,
Mum's busy.
Lenny, thank you so much for going shopping for me and for being so thoughtful.
I'm such a good friend. Give me your phone, by the way. We're going to make it dark and doomy now.
All right.
One of the reasons why we want to do this episode, excuse me, like other people, I'm part of this Facebook group, whatever. And now Billy and I make light of it, that our husbands are groping us too much while we're trying to dry the dishes and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it's actually a really sad and scary situation, or can be for some women. Now, this was an anonymous post in this group. I'm going to read it. Bear with me. Right. Yeah, me. My husband is a groper, like all the time. I bend over and his hand is up my skirt. I'm having a shower and he throws a hand in to grope my boobs, bum, vag, etc. I hate it and have told him. It doesn't turn me on. Rather, it makes me feel used and gross. He says that he is trying to lift my libido and that by not being into it, I am exasperating the problem.
I can never say that word.
I know, it's so hard. I just feel like it makes me despise him and I want to avoid him and his hands. I feel like I can't even give a simple hug without being groped. We have also had some pretty massive fights recently. One night, while trying to have some civilized conversation after putting the kids to bed, he is lying next to me masturbating. He then has a sulk when I say no to sex. I felt like I was from a different planet to him with all the fighting and truly thinking about divorce, and all he wants is sex. Oh, I've got goosebumps because I actually feel really bad for her. Any thoughts and experience with this? Any advice? Thank you. So, like, I actually feel really horribly sad for this woman. Like, clearly it's more than, stop crotch grabbing me and leave my boobs alone. Like,
totally.
She feels violated. She feels totally like she can't breathe,
and
clearly.
Like,
yeah, and do you know what? It's really sad that a marriage that, you know, take that aspect away, like they could maybe have a fantastic marriage and lifetime ahead of them, right? But she is feeling like divorce is the option.
Yeah, like that, how far she's been taken. It just, actually, it's crazy to me how differently men and women think. Like, it is insane to me that God, whoever, evolution, Darwin, like, what the fuck, guys? Why would you make one so horny and one so not horny?
No, sure.
Like, you make us fit together just for the purpose of reproduction, and then what? We supposed to... I just wish, like, they had man rooms where they all just went and groped and wanked each other so we didn't have to, like, put up with it, because they all feel the same way and we don't. Like, I just find it so, incredible that... And what she says is so right. I feel like that too when I'm constantly groped... Which, I mean, it happens, you know, like they get hornier sometimes and we're just not in the mood and it's just not happened, or you don't have sex a lot or something, you know, like life just takes whatever. And it keeps going on and on. It makes me less inclined to have sex,
For sure. His stupid thought process of trying to raise her libido.
Yes.
Dude, honey, you're doing it all wrong, because it is making her, like what she even said, it is making her despise you, be grossed out by your hands, wanting to not even... like sex, as if she would even want to have sex with you. She's thinking about leaving your sorry ass. Like okay, not to put the blame on him, because, you know, whatever.
There's two sides to every story. Yeah.
But if he is laying in bed beside her when they're trying to have just a civilized conversation and he's jerking off.
See, that to me says that he's
got issues.
Well, it's just such a huge... Like, what is he thinking? Like, what is he thinking? Yeah. And what in his, like, how did he grow up thinking that this was, like, an appropriate thing to...
I don't think he grew up thinking that.
No, but I mean, how do you get to that point where you are so... Where you're having a conversation, but you think it's right to be doing that?
Yeah.
You know? And you think that, like, when your wife is in the shower or whatever, that you're constantly... I don't know. I just don't understand how we are so different in that regard.
I think for them...
It's crazy.
I mean, I didn't read the comments because there was a lot of comments.
Oh, geez, that would be... Yeah.
But I think the only really way forward with them would be counseling, because obviously she's got issues, he's got issues, and that they would have to work out. But the point of reading that was, like, it can actually become a serious issue. Like, it's
totally,
you know, not just like, hey,
and it's scary. And I actually did a slight amount of research.
Ooh.
Let's all just calm down.
New Year's resolution.
It is a New Year's resolution, so I can help Linny out, because let's face it, I suck.
For 20 minutes.
So I found an article, guys. And it's about, actually, I found this really interesting because it's about nightclub groping. And then I said to Lindsay, I'm like, haven't you ever been groped in a nightclub?
Yeah. And I said, well, I didn't really go to nightclubs. I don't really remember going. I lived in South River. There was no nightclubs around. And when I went to college, I had a serious boyfriend, so I didn't go clubbing. I'm quite sure my ass has been grabbed, but I do not ever remember a
Right.
situation where a guy inappropriately grabbed my boob. Like maybe if you're on the dance floor and your butt gets grazed as they walk by. Yeah. Who hasn't that happened to? But an actual groping where someone comes up and grabs my ass or like grabs onto my boob. No, I
totally had that. I would have been around maybe 18. I know it was definitely like the beginning of my clubbing time. Because as I walked by, this guy, but like he had such a handful of my ass that he grabbed. And I didn't know who it was, obviously. So I remember like I turned around and I looked at him and I pushed him because I was so aggressive because I was so young and drunk.
Oh, wow.
I totally pushed him back because I'm like, fuck you, dude. You don't, like, what the fuck? You can't just touch my shit like that. Like, it's, fuck off. But it occurred to me in that moment that I'm like, he easily, like if I had pushed the wrong person, like how scary is it that they can, like men can just do that and then he could have pushed me back. He could have punched me. I don't fucking know.
Well,
anyway,
or
shit happens.
Your other boob.
And it's such a big thing that, he could have grabbed my other boob. That's right. Such a big thing in clubs. Go on.
Wait, so how did he actually react?
No, I think he was surprised that I had like turned around and pushed him. Like he was very much like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I just walked off. But I was like, young and Yugoslav and cool. So I was just like, fuck you, kind of slice you. I wouldn't have.
Because most cases, men have the upper hand in the sense of like they're bigger or stronger or whatever. Exactly. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to you because I can.
Yes,
right?
That's right.
And that's, I think, kind of
goes in. That's right. Because some people, listen, there were people and they did research. They did a research, people. Okay.
Wow.
And they did this research with young Australians.
Okay, so it's Australian based.
Yes, Australia. Yeah, I don't want to do like you. I don't know. It just feels a bit more familiar when it's on.
Yeah, home ground.
Yeah, home ground. Look, they spoke to about 380 people or so. Only about 40 of those people were men because they couldn't find men who wanted to talk about this.
Which makes me think that they know that they're guilty and they're doing the wrong thing.
Or these motherfuckers didn't try hard enough. I don't know. To find men.
Like the data research. Okay, yeah.
But you're right. Like men don't want to talk about, like who's going to admit to saying, I groped a woman in a club that I didn't know. Totally. You shouldn't admit to that. You're a dick. Okay.
Get on with the stats.
So
tell us. Wow, good research, Bill.
Look, it's basically saying that women feel behaviors can be, they feel degraded, threatened or stressed when obviously they get groped. They did the study and then they posed various scenarios. So like, about grinding, groping and something else. Anyway, I feel like I was really prepared for this when I was upstairs and now I'm losing myself.
I think your resolution needs tweaking.
I need tweaking on my resolution. It's true because I felt so like ready to talk about this and now that I'm in here, I'm like, what's happening?
It's kind of like the story at the beginning where I was like, you kick it off because your story had depth to it and then you had no
lost
idea
me.
what story.
I know. What in the world?
Okay,
Look,
so
basically...
basically you're saying that it's justifying what we're... Oh, did you find it?
I did.
Okay, good. Okay. Phew. I'm going to drink.
Men engage in this conduct, such as groping, grabbing and pinching a person on the buttocks far more than women. Duh.
Yeah.
Our research was confined to behavior between heterosexual men and women. So take this with a grain of salt. We don't know what happens with gay couples. This was an interesting one I found. On the relatively rare occasions when women initiate such conduct, respondents of both genders regard this as somewhat more acceptable than when it's men engaging in the conduct. So obviously it's okay for women to grope.
100%. Because if I were to picture a chick on the dance floor, say, grabbing a guy's ass, he would be like, fuck yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. And this is another thing that was in here that I won't bother looking for now because obviously, again, I suck.
Yeah, your research. Put the phone down.
But it did say that if... Oh, damn it, Lenny, I feel like I've lost my train of thought.
Oh, again.
Did we just say that if women did it, it was okay?
Yep, that's what we just said. I think we need to put the phone down.
It could be the rise of feminism.
Okay.
Or it could be that participants believe this type of behavior by men could cause more harm, obviously.
Yeah.
This belief is also echoed in the media and society where the voices of male survivors of sexual assault by women are dismissed or belittled.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
I agree
harm
with
to them,
that.
is like, obviously women can't hurt men as much, but then that's kind of shit too.
Yeah. Because just, again, like picture, even if imagine if a chick grabbed a guy's dick on the dance floor. I'm just going to stereotype. A high percentage of those guys would be very thrilled with that. Imagine if a guy grabbed your crotch.
Oh my God.
You would be like, what the hell?
But what if he was sexy, Lenny?
See, we had this conversation. If it was Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. It was in the research, people, somewhere down the track.
Yeah.
It did say that women were more susceptible, like women were more, not susceptible, like more welcoming of groping if it was by a sexy man.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
I don't agree with that because I feel like if I walk by Ryan Reynolds and he just touched, like, grabbed me, I'd be like, motherfucker, I will cut you. But
what if he was a hot Asian, your type? Would you still cut him?
Ooh, good question.
See, exactly. Like, it doesn't have to be Ryan Reynolds for you dick. It can be like your Asian fantasy man.
No, I still think it's inappropriate. Like, don't keep your fucking hands to yourselves.
I'm not saying it's not inappropriate, but I'm saying I would smile and be like,
oh, thanks. Thanks, Ryan.
Like, he's, yeah.
But that's well, that's a problem as well because obviously then hot people get away with shit and...
Oh, that's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole other thing.
They've done research on that, yeah.
I should try going on a grope fest.
3 Girls in Legend. What?
See, we can't read. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's saying, like, you have to know that the other person's okay with it for 100%.
Totally.
Whether it's marriage or not. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to communicate about it. And in our very light situations, we've communicated, it's fine. And even Cameron will even say, he's like, can I touch your boob or is that groping? Can I grope you and touch your boob? It's funny.
Yes.
I mean, the poor guy's still deprived. But in that poor girl's situation where it's so much worse and she's trying to,
That's it. Marriage is hard. You got to have good communication, But and I also feel like when I get groped, you know what annoys me most is like, because it's the sensitive points, people. Don't like when you touch my boob, I feel like you're pressing a button that I don't want pressed right then and there. I don't like it.
Deep.
It is. Thank you, Lenny.
Yeah. I think we need to wrap it up.
I think it's time.
Before you have another blunder over there and
I think we got through it, you guys.
Sort of.
But listen, thank you so much for joining us. It's been fun coming back. We're a little aloof, but we're back.
We're back. It's been a struggle.
It's been, yeah.
But it's a new year. We've got new plans for the year.
Yes. We'll figure them out eventually. We can't tell you. We can't tell you right now.
We can't tell you because we don't even really know 100% what they are. But they're there. They're on our, radar.
Right. We're manifesting people.
I don't know.
That's
it.
Listen,
what do you normally say? Where do they find us?
You can find us on the gram.
Oh, the gram.
Yep. 11:30.
Are we too
Brisbane
old to
time.
say the gram?
I don't know.
I think so.
I just don't know. I'm 36 now. Is it too old? I don't
That's
know.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're 36.
Listen, find us on the gram. Hashtag blessed. Am I too old to hashtag as well? We're on Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, all the places. Just find us. One Chats Podcast. We also have a website, onechatspodcast.com.
And I mean, people will know this, but back to Facebook, and this started sometime last year. We didn't even know, but you can actually watch us listen to our podcast through Facebook now.
Yes.
They have like an actual little podcast knobby thing.
Yes.
So that's actually really cool.
It's super exciting.
A fun little tidbit. I know we're trying to end, but speaking of Facebook, I was talking to my dad yesterday.
Oh,
Ronnie is very new into the whole technical world. Like that's a whole nother story. Anyways, so he was saying to me that he watched a couple of our episodes through Facebook. And I was like,
yeah,
which ones? And sorry if I traumatized you. And he goes, yeah, a couple times you did. Yeah, but it's okay. It's the way it is. And I did not have enough balls to ask him which episodes and what he heard. And I just laughed. I mean, I obviously don't get offended or embarrassed very easily. And my dad's really cool. But it was it was still, I'm like, thinking, which one did he listen to? But he was chuckling. So that was pretty funny. So yes, even people that don't know how to work technology, you can still listen to us.
They figured it out. You can too.
Ronnie, go Ronnie.
Right, go Ronnie.
Anyways, okay. We'll talk to you next week.
Rappity rap. We'll talk to you next week. Yeah. Lenny, you close it with your really fun way. Go on.
There's nothing else to say, people, but chat soon.
I just wanted to come back and have the last word. That's it.
I know.
That's it.
Keep in mind for next week, guys. Oh my God, Billy, that was kind of fun, actually.